What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing on our 2004 Mustang Mach 1. A lot of people in the comments said like, why are you calling this car old? It's just 2004. But you know, I wasn't even around 2004. Our camera guy here was, you were just born in 2004. So it's an ancient car for us, and for its shape it's super nice. Well, for its year, it's in super good shape. The mileage is super small. And in our last video, we tried to get this thing cranked over, but we couldn't. We came across an issue with the fuel tank. We kind of thought maybe the fuel tank is going to be dirty or rusty, but that thing was just completely cooked. We had to get a new one. We went ahead and ordered up a brand new tank for this year. Hopefully this is the right one. We're going to have to swap out some seals and some breathing lines for it. And we're gonna have to pull off this main fuel line. For some reason we couldn't get it out of the housing, so we just kind of cut it just to get the tank out of there. But that shouldn't be an issue. The other thing we need to do is go ahead and swap out the throttle cable on, because the one on there right now is a Cobra throttle cable, and apparently those are a couple inches shorter. So the guy who owned this car before, just so nobody would run into an issue with like the manifold opening up right away, he just cut it. And I called him up and I'm like, why is the throttle cable falling through? And he's like, you just go ahead. He gave us the right cable for this year, so we're gonna have to remove the old one, install the new one, and it should be fine. And after that, we just need to run the new fuel, the new coolant, and the new oil. And after that, it should be ready to crank. So let's go ahead, pop this thing open, install it, and see where this day takes us. They look the same to me. Let's go ahead and swap out some of these parts. These breathing lines, I believe these are the breathing lines. One of these is maybe a filter. The rest are just breathing lines. Let's go ahead and swap out these and then install the new fuel pump in there. The brake cleaner saved the day. All right, installed all the lines that we need. Let's go ahead and install that fuel pump. Feels ready to destroy the whole fuel system here, but you're actually supposed to use a little insert tool that releases the retainer bracket on the inside. So I went over to AutoZone to pick one up, and we also broke a little retainer clip while removing the breathing lines, so here to save the day. There it is. We got it. All right, well, after messing with it for about 30 minutes, we got it out. The housing was bent a little bit, so it took a little bit to get these in there. But we wedged it in there. It's actually a super cool way how it works. Jumps right around the line, goes right into the housing, and then you just pull the line out. Holds back all these little pins in there. Super cool tool. Definitely recommend. Saves you a lot of time. It's like sweet. It wasn't that bad. Huh? It wasn't that bad. All right, so here we got our coolant. We're gonna first take out this plug, the proper way to bleed this engine, and you gotta first start filling the engine side and then your tank. So let's go ahead and fill this up.
So we got all of our coolant filled up all through here. It's starting to fill up through the radiator. For now, we're gonna go ahead and pour the oil into the engine. Meanwhile, my brother is getting fuel so we can crank this, turn the heat on in the car so it starts building some temperature, and then we should see bubbles come up through here as we're adding coolant, because the jackets are still not full. There's definitely an air pocket in there. So let's go ahead, put some oil in there and wait until fuel.
So I got back with the gas. This thing takes 91 octane plus. So I just got a 5-gallon jug of 93. And meanwhile I was gone, Ilya was filling up the engine with the oil and he was flushing the coolant system. And we actually got a leak in one of the pipes. So we ended up running around to AutoZone and picked up a whole kit because we couldn't find the exact pipe that we needed. And this thing is blown here. You can tell. Right there. So we got all the coolant. We drained it from the reservoir down, and we kind of got a little similar pipe, but it's too small. So what we're gonna have to do is we got a kit with fittings, and since we can't find one that's the exact same size, it's a little thicker on this side and thinner here. I don't think we can find that. We have to order it, but just because we want to run the car today, we're gonna go ahead and cut a piece of this pipe, put it into the fitting, fit it into the old pipe, and then extend it with the new pipe where the broken part is. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. So here's what we came up with. That way our busted line is repaired and we get a coolant line that's actually functional. That way we can get the car running today. Let's go ahead and install it. While he's pouring the fluid, let's check and make sure there's no leaks anymore. This is the pipe it was leaking from. I think we're good. Our little concoction works out. For now, we might need to go with the original too, but this will do for now. Should hold all the pressure. I'm gonna go ahead and install these homemade brackets. Ilya was making them the whole day that other day. They should hold the radiator in place. On our new 5.0, this thing, the radiator mounts look the exact same, and he didn't even know, he just made them. Some engineering skills. All right, and the last step, hopefully before we get to crank this thing over, is we have to install this original throttle cable, just so our gas pedal doesn't fall through, just so we get to actually use the throttle cable. You could probably crank it over and open the manifold like this, but we want to go the original way. So let's go ahead and install that new throttle cable, fuel this thing up, and see if it cranks. You can see this Cobra throttle cable is actually just cut here. The guy did it on purpose just so nobody would have a runaway engine. All right, the brand new fuel tank. Everything's dry, everything's looking good. No leaks. Brand new fuel tank, brand new fuel pump. Should run like a crisp.
Better hold a fire extinguisher nearby.
All right, now it's the moment of truth. We got everything ready. Battery installed. The terminal's bad, so we're just vice gripping it on there. What do you think? Should it crank?
Yeah, it'll start.
All right. Fire extinguisher, if anything, because we can't
We're
guarantee.
dealing with fuel.
We can't guarantee that we installed everything right. We don't take risks around here. Let's see what the dash is showing. We got the boost gauges. It primed.
We're gonna give it some time.
All right, crank it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, clutch.
It's almost there. Crank it again.
We gotta let the fuel prime.
It's priming. I heard it.
Yeah, you need
It's just
some
making
time.
an interesting noise. All right. Do it again. Don't rev it. Woo! Let's see if anything's leaking. I'm gonna run around and check if anything's leaking. It looks nice and dry. It's running good. Heck yeah.
Dude, it's running.
It's sweet.
Oh, take it easy.
I'm gonna turn the heat on. It's nice. All the coolant lines are nice and dry, even the ones we made. Nothing's leaking. The radiator's hooked up right.
That thing sounds
It's
fine.
weird because it's nice and loose here. Maybe you gotta tighten it over there where the pedal is.
There's nothing to tighten there.
It's weird.
You sure it's not supposed to go all the way to here?
I mean, that's the spot for it.
It's so much.
This thing sounds like a supercharger. Yo, give it a couple. I'm gonna go to the back. See what this thing sounds like. Ooh, okay. We got the new headlights installed with the bulbs. You gotta buy the bulbs for the turning signals. This guy works. This thing runs super smooth. Let's take it for a quick spin. I didn't know this thing's premium like that. The buttons, only on the driver's seat, but you got the buttons moving to move the seat. These seats are extremely comfy too.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, and this is 2004. The boost gauges look fire, but unfortunately we don't even need them here anymore. We got some of the lights on. 45,000 miles. This thing can put some rubber down.
What's that whine? Power steering, definitely.
It's got a bit of a whine to the power steering, I think. Man, we gotta teach you how to drive manual.
Oh, what is
It's
going
gonna
on?
stall in mid-drive. Oh, you're burning the clutch. Too.
No, what are you talking about?
I smell it. I smell something.
It's not burning the clutch. Holy. Dude, you gotta like really push the clutch to the floor.
Bro, this thing is insane. Holy. Bro, this thing wogs. All right, guys, so we took this thing for a spin. Everything's dry under the bottom. All the cooling lines are nice and tight. Nothing's leaking. The fuel pump is working fine. We got the new fuel tank in there, obviously. Got some premium fuel in there. This thing runs honestly super sweet. Just the engine purrs. I was surprised of how smooth it runs, probably just because of all the new oil that we put in there. But we got the vice grips on the battery here just because we need to get a new terminal for it. But this thing runs, you know, after 10 years, this thing's just, it's super exciting to get it running. We even had a couple of our friends come out here and check this thing out just to see how it's running. And we've never, you know, heard an engine like this run before. It started off a little rough, but then we warmed it up. We bled our cooling system and it, you know, connected the airbox, got the map sensor running, and it's all good. We still got to tie up some of the small stuff like the turning signals. We got to install the bulb to the bottom fog light and stuff like that. But other than that, this thing's fully finished. We got to do detailing on the exterior, maybe on the interior. I don't know if we're going to be doing that or not. If we're going to be doing that, we're definitely going to film a video on it just to bring this thing back to its original 2004 release date shape. But it's just super fun. You know, this car is super fresh. You got the interior, the seats are just extremely cushy. You got the moving seats. I didn't even know these were electrical. That's only for the driver's seat, but it's still super cool for a 2004 car. Everything's super comfortable. We took it for a spin. We're not too great with driving manual, so you can smell the clutch a little bit, but that's fine. That's just all a learning curve. And we actually might have something coming up on the channel. Where we got this car, the guy has a bunch more of these cars there, all super fresh, 90% done. We might even do a little series of, you know, restoring a bunch of old cars. People weren't too happy in the comments that we're calling them old, but we weren't even around back in the day, so these are definitely old cars, but they're super cool. The fact that they're in such good shape, it's always super interesting to put your hands on something like that. So, you know, stay tuned. Maybe we'll have more of these cars come out here. If you enjoyed, definitely put a thumbs up. Definitely let us know what you guys think. Maybe, you know, some upgrades, maybe, you know, some parts for these things. Definitely keep us posted. I'll catch you guys next time.